Hey, what's going on, boys and girls? We're working on the 1967 Pontiac GTO, or as we're calling it, the GTO. My, it's all in jest, but we're having some real fitment issues. I don't know how yours is, but I had some real fitment issues with how the grill insert fits around all of this. Sort of an ambitious molding process here, I suspect, but we haven't stripped the chrome off of this. We probably will. But we had done a little bit of sanding on there trying to get to fit better, but we had to build up a lot of the front area here, and we're using 0.020 styrene rod, and it's like angel hair pasta type of thin, and we cut off little sections and then tacked it all around the inside. You can see we have our Sharpie on there so we can see it a little better, and we did that on both sides. And we're not even doing like a custom thing to this car. We're just trying to fill the gappage so that we can sand it back. I want to use as little putty as possible. It's fitting better. We got to do a lot more sanding. This stuff's a little gooey right now, so I don't want to get it too slopped in place there. But we'll get it filed and sanded back and get that all nice looking and everything. That's what we had to do on the Roadrunner kit that we did a couple years ago. We had to do all this type of blending and stuff in order to get the front end to fit the grill insert better. So getting all that taken care of. One thing that we did notice is we had to do a lot of sanding along the underside of this piece here in order for the grill to slide up high enough to make contact with a lot of these pieces. So it's just one of those things. The tail end fits pretty well, if I remember correctly. I had to go with a nice long file and just sort of level this out here a bit. But I think that the rear tail, rear bumper fits in there pretty well. So if I remember correctly, fingers crossed that that's true. I remember that correctly, but it's just some spare tape. So I usually end up taking that off and setting it to the side of the body. But this is one of those processes where you're going to get dirty because sometimes you got to get in there with your finger and press that stuff in. You can try it with tweezers, but you're going to end up squishing it or rolling it off, and that type of thing. I did try using a little bit larger size, like 0.020, 0.040, I don't know what it is, half round. I thought maybe I'll put the half round there, but it just wasn't flexible enough as this 0.020 rod. So that's my trick there. So we'll see how that goes. I think this whole build, all of my time and effort is going to be just making these fenders fit the headlight buckets. So that's going to be like the majority of my time. What do we want to do with this guy? Well, my goal is to just do a nice box stock build as it was intended by the manufacturers of the kit by MPC, and make sure that's closed. And that's basically it. I'm not even going to try taking this to another level with engine swaps. I don't have that in mind. I do have a different set of wheels and tires, but I don't know. We might go back to the box stock issue just and stick with that. I was thinking about lowering it and doing a couple of other fun things to the car, but after working on the front of this, I'm like, you know what? Let's just make it as nice as possible, especially since the engine bay is so barren. I do want to create, I'm going to scratch, you can 3D print a lot of stuff out there, but I really want to try scratch building a core support cover. A couple of guys out there have done that, and I think that's really cool, and I want to try doing that myself. So there we go. And yeah, I think that's going to be basically it for right now. But we had a color scheme in mind. We're going to do like an evening orchid color, which is not correct for this particular car. But I thought about, that would be a really cool looking color scheme for it. But we're not 100% sure there because we're making so many modifications to just make it fit correctly. I don't even know if I want to get fancy with the paint job. But there we go. So far, that's the only issue we have. Let's see. All the other parts and accoutrements already snipped off and just waiting to be cleaned up, and probably be tackling that today while Mrs. BG and I sit and watch a lot of Hallmark Channel. Apparently, that's what I've been told. So at least I'll have something to do and keep myself occupied during all of that. So that's the plan for this weekend. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. We'll talk to you a little bit later on. In the meantime, happy building.